Hi everyone, it's Sean Miles representing the Sappy Sorcerer.
Take your next left to stay on Hardenberg Lane.
Tony from the Cartridge crew.
What's up, guys?
We are here. He wanted to do a live, and I wanted to do a live with him. He does pickups. He is a vendor. He does it all. So we wanted to try a little bit something a little bit different. So the video will be terrible. The audio will be great, though. Just letting you know. So if you're listening to us on our podcast or wherever else, we are on a
We're on a mission.
Hunt. I was gonna say mission.
Yeah, or a hunt.
We're on a hunt. So
Game
what are we
hunt.
getting today, my friend?
Well, I just met this guy on Facebook Marketplace, and he told me he found a box full of old games that he's trying to get rid of because the house is getting sold, and then he could use the extra money and everything. So, yeah, we're gonna go take a look and see what he has. I'm excited.
When you go to these sales, do you ever have something in mind, like you're like a white whale, like, oh, if only he had this, or do you you've gotten used to, like, I remember you said something like when you communicate with people, you're always hoping to find out what else they have. It's like, that's an entry point. Like, is there something you're searching for right now that you've been looking for your whole life, or are you pretty content?
I'm pretty content with what I have.
Okay.
It's just the thrill of finding the unexpected, right? So they'll present to you what they have or what they think they have, and then it's more like talking to them and having that discussion and just asking simple questions like, hey, do you have other stuff that you try to get rid of, or more stuff that you didn't mention that's on the post? And then they're like, oh yeah, you know what, I think I might have another bin full of stuff, and then that's when you find the really good stuff. Oh yeah.
Is there like a sense of community pride when you talk to, like, when you are buying stuff? Do you ask for stories, or do they tell you? Like,
these stories come naturally, man. They'll tell you that certain things resonate with them. A lot of the games are from their childhood or from their for the kids who kind of moved on and they're off to college, and it's just there's different stories for different things resonate with different people. So,
do you think nowadays, with so many people sharing, do you find it comforting? Because I honestly find it comforting when I see other people talk about their collection, and I think it reaffirms that maybe we're not crazy. Because we grow up, we hoard these pieces of plastic from 30 years ago. we put it behind glass, and then there's not only one, there's multiple people. Did you think, looking back, like, if when you were a kid, that any of this would be possible, or did you think you would have, like, it would have all just went somewhere else? I don't know. What did you think of your collection when you were a kid, like, at your age? I know it's a hard question, but just curiosity.
I would say, like,
based on, like, your parents growing up, like, you're like, oh, this is gonna be with me, like, on my shelf.
No, it wasn't even like that. When you're a kid, you just play with what you have, right? You appreciate it in that moment.
Yeah.
My story is, I got rid of all my stuff. Like, I had stuff in the box, stuff that were in mint condition, because I kept, really good care of my stuff. And I would either sell it off to get the next best thing, or trade it in at what was it back then? Funkoland.
Funkoland.
And they give you almost nothing, next to nothing. I traded in or I sold my Nintendo stuff, right? Probably worth now well over $1,000, right? Because everything was in the box, everything was minty.
Yeah.
To get, I think it was Sega Genesis, right? And then later on, I traded that in, or I sold that for the next best thing, which was an N64.
Oof.
So it was just, and then looking back, like, the regret sunk in, because you only find out that the stuff that you traded in or sold off, it's worth so much money, and those things are now worth even more because they're considered retro or vintage, and there's a market for it now. So
yeah, and when I think back about those old games, you think, they're in the supermarket or whatever, like, okay, whatever. You don't think anything, and then when you
you don't think there's going to be value,
and you don't think it, like, I did my Star Wars podcast today, and the Star Wars trilogy, the last time the original was released was 1995. Like, actually remastered of non-edited.
Wow.
But that was the marketing. And then he meant it. To this day, it's not... They have them around through alternate means. But with the video games, I thought trading them in, I won't come back to these. And, I mean, we've played NBA Jam, and I was like...
It's so fun.
I will go back to that. And that's something I played this year, hadn't played for years. And I think about NBA Jam, I think about Mortal Kombat, and I think, wow, you know, this was really important. And all this artwork, and I see any of it now, I always smile. Like, the napkins, like, or, you know, we were talking merchandise. Like, if you had the original Pokemon cards from Burger King, the gold ones in 1999.
I remember those,
with these toys, you see them at conventions, I don't think I'd smile. I'll remember, and I like seeing it. I don't necessarily need to have these things, but I'm so happy people preserve them. Like, and that's the other thing, if I wanted it. That Batman Forever watch, I see that, and I for so many people, the game, no, I wanted to tell you that particularly, because I was like, looking back, I remember just doing this, almost like GoldenEye, you know, you do that.
Man, yep.
You look to your wrist.
You know what I really wanted back then, which I saw? The Power Ranger Morpher watch. Those were so cool.
I think I know what to get him.
This guy wants to get over.
I will tell you my favorite piece of Power Ranger merchandise that broke my heart when I couldn't wear it anymore. It was a kid's fanny pack, and it was the Morphin belt. So it was
that's cool. I've never seen that, but
it was the size.
That sounds cool.
It was like think of a coin purse.
Okay.
For children, and that was right around your waist, and it was like a belt. And I remember I was at a hotel. I don't remember which one. It was a nice one, but I remember loving it so much. And then I stuff in there, and the disappointment of growing too big for it. I remember I was just like, oh no, and physically outgrowing stuff. And I love people who didn't outgrow it.
I remember going to a friend's house, and we were both Power Ranger fans.
Ooh.
And you know, back then, you know, my parents couldn't afford much, right? So I got the one action figure that I always played with,
Which
and
one?
Red Ranger, Jason, right? And I go to his house, and he's got like pictures on his wall. He's got all the Power Rangers in a frame, and they're like hung up on his wall. He's got the Zords that they're all like, you know, put together with the Megazord, and it's on his desk, and it's like freaking huge. The thing's like 3 foot tall. I don't know if you remember that. You know, remember how big they were?
I do. Yeah. Those were.
And I'm like, dude, I have one little, you know, the flip head Power Ranger toy, and this guy's got everything. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I was so jealous, but like that's so cool, man, to see it.
And I'd say, you know,
I'm sure one of you guys had friends, right, that were like, one of them were like loaded, and you got to go into his house or her house and got to play with all their toys, and you're like, yeah, this is awesome.
I think that did a little bit of shaping, because now I've seen your collection. It's beautiful, and it's like, but you know the value of everything you have, which is something I appreciate you as a collector and even as a vendor. You're very fair, but you just want to pass it on in as good a condition. Like, even if something's not in a good condition, you want to best restore it. And it's almost an odd service you're doing, which I really appreciate, you know.
All right, guys, we're pulling up now. The guy that I'm buying off of, he doesn't know that we're filming, so we're going to cut it off. We're going to have to revisit this. I'm going to go live again and let you guys know what we picked up.
But just wanted to try this. This is our first time together. This is Tony, longtime fan, so entering the Sappy Sorcerers and Sean Miles universe. So thank you, and we'll be back.